My VOD recording for the YouTube folks in the future. So this is Evotinction. Evotinction. I think that's what they're trying to go for. I'm gonna see if I can get the music down a little so I don't have to shout. Stealth game, I think. Kind of cyberpunk System Shock type premise from the little bit I read. Anything else in here that I would need to maybe mess with? Not really. Subtitles are on. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive in.
Digital hearing enhancement initialized. Neural feedback status green. Helmet uplink established. Personal interface initialization complete.
Doctor? Doctor, can you hear me?
Augmented reality module now online. Versatile life suit activation routine complete.
Doctor? I am getting visual feedback from your helmet uplink. That means your PI must now be online.
Initialization sequence complete. Stand by for cryofluid injection.
Doctor, you need to enter scan mode and access your laptop to terminate the cryopreservation procedure. Hurry.
Okay, watchdogs. I gotcha. I haven't got the slightest idea what this game's about, by the way. I think we're in space. There's something about a rogue AI that needs to be turned off. Like I said, it sounded... I think we're leaning kind of heavily on System Shock, but... The first System Shock more than the second one? Maybe. According to Zeros, we're a doctor. Because that is not a no.
Doctor? How are you feeling?
There's 2,000 people facing certain death right now. Unless we help them. My feelings are not a priority.
That may be true, Doctor, but these people's well-being happens to depend on yours.
I'm fine. Just give me an update about the situation in here.
The Human Activity Monitor shows a 4.30% drop over the course of your surgery.
So, that's 87 more people who potentially went missing. We need to hurry.
Be that as it may, Doctor, we still need to test your implants before we proceed.
Fine, let's just get it over with.
Hold the scan button to activate scan mode. NER-VR will interpret your optical signals and locate useful objects for you. It will use this to display relevant data. Your PI will automatically attempt to connect and hack any hardware you scan. You can perform a number of useful actions in this manner. You can also use scan mode to find solutions to tricky situations. I see that your NER-VR 2.0 interface is now online. Your condition is acceptable, which means we can proceed with the mission.
Is Neil still near the secondary entrance?
Mr. Wilder's last login was half an hour ago.
Okay, I'll stop by to see him before we go in.
Yes, of course. As you wish. To use one of your colorful expressions, Doctor, shall we get cracking? I will be here if you need backup.
Yep, let's go. We've kept Neil waiting long enough.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to disappoint Neil. A pro tip, don't have your system automatically try and hack things. That's how you get hacked. It's like what people are always afraid of when they're like, oh, if I scan this QR code, it's gonna take over my phone. Situation. One, most phones don't automatically open QR codes and haven't for some time, if they ever did. Two, a QR code is just a fancy way of visually displaying a link, so it's the same as opening any other link as far as risks entail. Which is to say, probably absolutely nothing will happen to you unless you if opening a QR code, unless you allow it to download or install something on an iPhone. Still probably won't be able to do anything to your phone. On an Android, it's a little more open, but generally not, unless it's really, really janky. Because what's called sandboxing and not letting stuff install to the kernel on a phone. Which is the process by which apps are not allowed to, affect the operating system or other apps. They don't get kernel access unless you give it to them, for sure. Or there's a weird exploit, of course. That's never something you can 100% rule out, but the thing with fancy exploits and stuff is Apple and Google and Microsoft and everyone else, I can guarantee you, employs whole buildings full of people who do nothing but try and hack their phone OS, their kernel OSs all day long, and test everything you could possibly look up on the internet. So and put out money if you bring them an exploit that they don't know about. So it's kind of the thing, like if a hostile government or $1 trillion company is trying to hack you, maybe, but your neighbor down the street, probably not so much. You're probably experiencing a technical glitch that and not actually being hacked. I work in tech support, so I deal with this stuff all the time. Preliminary forensics acquired. I'm going to speed read this and try and summarize it for you, but you can pause the video if you're watching on YouTube and read it. Something is infecting the system that has administrator rights that shouldn't. You are current connected to workstation personal interface. Translation might be a little iffy on the game. Models. This is Oz. I'm gonna call him Zeros. Is the doctor's personal genie as a highly experimental prototype. Disconnected from this network. Prevented Oz from being infected by Red. Despite running a number of advanced experimental routines, Zeros remains more compatible like all other genies. M-O-R-E, I guess. Alright. So we can hold L1 and zip over everything, or we can tap L1, which highlights some things, but... Okay, X is crouch. That's a little bit of an odd one. Normally that would be jump. What's the jump? What's the jump do then? Nothing. No stealth was mentioned in the description, so crouching is probably important. Despite the fact crouching is like audibly making us make a significantly much larger amount of noise than walking. This is walking. This is crouching. Anyways. There's this terminal. There's something up here though, right? I hit for a second.
How remarkably fast. The Nerve VR has clearly enhanced your abilities.
This thing feels crazy intuitive, like I have a superpower or something.
Nah, you just have that guy's phone from Watch Dogs. I don't think he has his iconic hat or whatever the hell it was, though, because I don't think that... It could be in there, I guess. Remember Watch Dogs 1? How they tried to merchandise...
Doctor, where are you going?
You
The
could buy...
SCU we are looking for is inside the monitoring room. That's just beyond the checkpoint door.
You could buy the really boring guy's hat. As opposed to the second game where the protagonist was actually likable. And then the third game where there was no protagonist character. Just randomly generated ones. Because it was meant to be like XCOM, but they never really fleshed it out enough for that system to work. One thing I will say for the first Watch Dogs is at least everyone around that guy reacted like you should react to him in the storyline. His sister is like, "You're a fucking lunatic. Stay away from me and my family." Okay, we can hack through windows. Crouch.
Doctor, this elevator appears out of order. However, you can simply get close to the edge and jump over. Do not worry about the drop. Your suit will protect you.
Okay.
So, Doctor, none of our simulations show how a virus could take over such an advanced facility as here, much less in 48 hours. So how did Red do it?
Red's an advanced virus, designed to be compatible with more. That's all we know. How does it work? Who built it? How's it so effective? I don't have the answers to any of those questions yet, but it's endangering the lives of the world's greatest scientists by locking them up in here and messing with the life support system. So, we're going to have to save them. Nothing else matters.
Of course. I will help the best I can.
You can see it was getting a little dark. Well, not really dark. It's like they tried to make it dark by using fog. I too have made maps for games in 2004 that like that trick, but it's a little bit of a weird one. It's either they're trying to use the fog to make it look dark, or they've got the fog is making it look too bright because they put brightly colored fog in the dark space. Aforementioned, I haven't done anything that resemble game development in like 20 years. Good God, where's the time go? So, and even then, it was amateur stuff. It was never like I didn't work for any major company or make any significant amount of money doing it. It's all like college projects or random freebie modding.
Where's Neil? Why would he leave? I told him it's safer to stay put and wait.
I cannot reach him through his PI either. Do you think he is in danger, Doctor?
Hope not.
Find Neil. There's the terminal, but there's also the parkour. 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 I assume that's meant to like stop some sort of vehicle and not people, because Neil Wilder. Neil's log. Okay, Neo had a thing that jams the door locks at the virus, because the virus locked all the doors, and the doors are designed to be unhackable. So they can't open the doors, but he can jam the doors with something that unlocks them? Okay. I think we might be Tom. I might have missed our name at the start there. Avoid individuals with implants. They run the subroutines and might also be infected. Okay. Hiccups. Go away. No time for that. TJ Clark is a guard. Okay. Download the door key. Guard is very bored, has no idea what he's guarding, is under an NDA, so he can't talk to anyone else.
Doctor, it appears Mr. Wilder interfaced with his laptop recently. Let me see. He watched a video.
Did he do anything else?
There is a network log entry after the video, but it appears corrupted.
Show me the video.
That's a dangerous thing to do.
Good morning, citizens of the Institute. I'm Emma, your virtual host. It's a brisk minus 31 degrees Celsius outside today. Atmospheric pressure is equal to 0.36 Earth standard atmosphere. Oxygen concentration is 13.2%. Thanks to our advanced automatic life support system, the Institute remains a pleasant 24 Celsius with standard Earth atmosphere and oxygen levels. Our entree is error in the canteen today, but save room for error and error for dessert. By popular demand, we have more
Error is my favorite
to wash
dessert.
it all down.
This was captured from a Nerve VR live feed half an hour ago. Mr. Wilder likely went to find the survivor. It is quite away from here.
Are you sure
Guess
he's
we'll
a
have to make it to
survivor?
the Genie
'Cause
activation hub without him.
the end of that didn't strike me as I survived. Okay. Parkour.
We made it inside. That is a favorable outcome. You will now need to take the elevator back to the facility.
I see you. I don't think this is very stealthy.
Be careful, Doctor. The whole circuit appears to be out of commission. You will need access to the control room if you are to restore power.
All right. So, as the connoisseur of stealth games that I am, Are they ever gonna like re-release the original Thieves, not the goofy one that's a remaster? I know that like Electronic Arts has the rights, and like they're actually kind of hard to get the original versions of as a result, but they managed to get System Shock out of there, so. Okay, so there's a dude up ahead of me. But yeah, and some dudes up there. Now, the thing with stealth games is it's very easy to make a very boring stealth game that's all flat, 2D, hide behind the crate. What you're really looking for is like alternate routes and pathways and stuff that stops it from just being memorizing patrol routes or scanning through walls and not a whole lot interesting. Like we can't parkour over these crates, I'm noticing. He takes 2 pictures. Oh, he takes 3 in that direction. And then he turns. Yeah, I don't really like to memorize the patrol routes. I like to be able to go like a little more dynamically. Like Dishonored, one of my favorite modern era games, which I'm gonna play on the channel at some point. But very much gives you the ability to kind of do it real time without a whole lot of memorization.
Doctor, wait! That genie is infected with the red virus. No matter what you do, Doctor, stay out of its line of sight.
I interpreted that already, but... What direction does this one turn? Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time solving me on a stealth game if this is the whole thing. It's just... super linear, just wait, stop and wait stuff. Unlock. Has no power. Okay. Go up the stairs. Kind of ties back to the fact that I don't really play horror games, so a lot of games try and use their stealth segments to establish, hey, you're supposed to be scared of this thing. If it
Doctor,
catches you,
I
it will
found
be
something
bad.
we can use. If you boost the power of this E-grabber, you could use it to trigger a localized EMP discharge that would disable genies up close.
That's some nice lateral thinking, Oz. I'm impressed.
But yeah, so a lot of games try and use the stealth thing as kind of a substitute in for horror. And horror in a game does not, generally speaking, work on me. I don't have that mental separation where you can actually convince me I'm in danger from the game that is contained entirely in a screen I can turn off. So I really prefer the stealth games where you approach them as kind of a dynamic puzzle, or with a little bit of an action element or timing element.
That genie is blocking the path ahead. This is the perfect opportunity to test your E-blaster.
Is this what we're calling it now?
Or you could get behind it and scan its code in order to turn it off. This will take longer, but it will spare your E-blaster's battery.
Okay, E-blaster it is.
L2 to scan to shut it down, or square to just hard way. I feel like that's plenty fast. That seems exceptionally fast for something that's supposed to be a decision. I wonder if I can get behind this one somehow, on this side. You guys gonna go back and meet up again? Wonder if they can turn each other back on, though. That might be an issue. I can't get them through the window. Do. I'm sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Acquired an action figure. The area is safe, okay. Kind of takes away the tension if you just tell me the area is safe. You are Dr. Thomas Liu, so I am Tom, okay. You are a world-renowned expert in mechanical engineering and AI. Today is your 40th birthday. Is that how you spell 40th? Looks weird for some reason, but I'll trust you. Seated in your office, you hear the students in the hall coming to wish you well. We're playing a text adventure game now, I guess. You are humbled by their thoughtfulness. Someone knocks at the door. Please come in, you call out with a smile. Instead of your students, two imposing men in black suits walk in. A serious-looking middle-aged woman follows them into the room. A wave of irritation rises in your throat. Annabelle, what a surprise, you lie. Nice to see you too, Tom. Annabelle's smile was all protocol and no warmth. I wasn't aware it's your birthday, but I happen to have a gift for you. Her gaze sweeps her office with a measure of disdain. Wanna know what it is? I'm guessing you'll tell me either... he had like a British accent? I'm guessing you'll tell me either way. Or Scottish. Annabelle smirks, her voice dropping to a whisper. You're a practical man, she says, her hand fluttering over a stack of awards nestled among advanced electronic equipment. What I'm offering is a chance to apply your expertise to the safeguard of our very species. You are reluctantly entranced by her words. And that's how you found yourself in here.
Accessing security profile. Class 1 security profile found. Welcome back to here, Dr. Thomas Liu.
This place must suck when you get one of those maps that says you are here.
The Heuristic Emergency Response Environment, or HERE, has gathered over 2,000 of the world's greatest minds to shape its evolution. All of them are working in concert to forge humanity's brightest possible tomorrow. The future is here.
The future of humanity is distinctly lacking in humans so far.
An accurate statement, Doctor. Nevertheless, you should be able to access the genie activation hub from here.
I'm bound to bump into more rogue genies along the way too. It's time I upgraded my arsenal. Can you patch me through to R&D?
Of course. I found a working terminal in a nearby dispatch center. I recommend searching for survivors along the way. Additionally, I have found an old security workstation right next to the dispatch center. Here is counting on you, Doctor.
Install hacking system to PI. That terminal is not Wi-Fi enabled. Okay, I'll stop being goofy and actually do what it's telling me to. These really look like corpus lockers from Warframe. They just don't have a little symbol in the screen. Assume the stuff I'm picking up is like upgrade, but resources probably then. There's probably a bunch of this room, so you can actually do the whatever the tutorial for upgrading is.
Proxy connection established. More. Cloud network node online. Genie file system found. Downloading pattern file. Analyzing camera module profile. Camera module security profile identified. Secure camera API is now online.
Blind enemies. I guess we're getting that one. I don't seem to have any other controls. Yes.
Good. You can now hack and disable Genie camera modules, Doctor. I will update the marker on your PI to guide you to the Genie activation hub.
Turn the AIs. Okay, we do get powers. That kind of mixes it up. This seems helpful. You can know if the one you're about to attack is being watched. Okay, that's just like a codex thing.
Infected Genie up ahead. Doctor, I strongly suggest slowing down. My network monitor shows multiple genie signatures ahead. Please be careful. That
Hello.
genie's motion module received physical damage. In simpler terms, it cannot move. This is our best chance to test your new hacking tool. Please scan it to initiate the hacking attempt.
Okay. What are we trying to do to it? Oh, R1.
Well done, Doctor.
It's just off now, right?
Ouch!
You're fine. Oh, I blinded it, right. Hey, where's your back? I think it's specifically preventing me from just turning that one off. It's part of that little tutorial. Not sure if they can see the light or not. See, I can blind you for 4 seconds. Why would I need to blind you, though? Or is that how long it's going to take me?
Doctor, that genie is blocking your way. The signal is not strong enough to safely disable its vision module, however. I suggest using the maneuvering command we just developed. Also, you should consider adding a shortcut to that command in your list of hacking tools. I have added the command to your hacking command list.
Just scanning the back of them. That was a mechanic. Bum bum. We're using like a VPN, which I'm sure won't fail us at some horribly inopportune moment.
Doctor, I am picking up a burst transmission. I am afraid it is being jammed, however.
Try and clean it up, Oz. This could be a distress signal.
Bum 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 bum. It does take a second to come up. We don't got enough stuff for anything. Okay. That recharges our, what's the thing that I have not yet used? Alright. Turn you off, but I don't think I have to. You turn that way, then you turn to me, then you turn that way. Doesn't actually cost me to turn you off, your blood vision off, though, right? So if I get up on you, here, we'll do one of these. All right. Bonk. This is kind of neat. I don't see anything to do over here, though. I don't know if they'll react to this little thing either. Now I got another crate over here we could use. I think there's another dealie for it too, but bring this over here. Oh, we ran into a dude. Anyways. You're being watched. Does your friend ever move? I wonder. Okay. Did you see me? Nothing. I could probably get this guy from behind, right? The other one's not looking at him. Is he gonna spaz out because of the one that's down?
It cannot be rebooted. How unusual.
Fine. You'll all join him in the lawn sleep shortly. Didn't see me. No one saw me.
Nothing. How strange.
Yeah, I know, crazy, eh? Oh, there's a guy there. Oh, he's looking at me, I think. He's looking in the direction. Oh, that's the one I ran into. That's why he's all irritated. Was all upset. Can't actually get through here, eh? It's because the other little thing's in the way. Can I get behind you? No, you're just kind of a... They drop stuff, so I'm kind of wondering, like, is that of any particular import? Don't mind me, just a moving box, nothing to see here. Oh. It just moves around the box. That's unfortunate. Anyhow. Lights out. You sleep now. Ow. This really is Watch Dogs.
Oz, something's off with my PI. I'm gonna try and reboot it.
I see. Of course.
You're recruited among the world's foremost scientists by a secretive organization known as this. Your singular mission is to thwart existential threats to the future of humanity. Here is the inaugural bastion of this. Together with Annabelle and a cadre of brilliant volunteers, you have forged the sanctuary. For this, you've forsaken comfort of modern life and the warmth of loved ones. Because you all know that this is the future. Alright, though. Coming up to the end of a recording buffer, so... It's kind of interesting. I don't know if it's on my short list, but... we might revisit for an actual playthrough. Whenever it happens to come out. If it does happen to come out. Till then, though, if you're watching over on YouTube, and do want to see more, down in the description you'll find a playlist of all of the Let's Try series, as we call it. It's always a fun one to shuffle if you're just looking to see some random games that you might want to try out that may or may not be on your radar. Sometimes it's AAA stuff, sometimes it's indie stuff, as it goes. But yeah, if you want to see more, of course, drop a like, subscribe, throw down in the comments maybe if you got any recommendations or maybe a little insight on whether the game broadens up a little bit farther on. We will see all you guys over on YouTube in the next video, though. And until then, have a good one.